the future for Hot Toys collecting. And the reason I want to bring this up is because I think there's changes coming, right? I put out a video the other day about the importance of values. If you haven't checked that out, please check that out. That was an interesting one to make. Very challenging, but it was fun. I'll do more if people want to see more like that. But the future of Hot Toys collecting. So, Kiko, I want to ask the question. I mean, we're for sure going to see more exclusivity. Are we going to see entirely exclusivity? I doubt it, right? We're going to get the symbiote Spider-Mans that are wide releases. I think you're going to see smaller batches, but they're not going to be exclusive per se, like this Anakin and the Joker. But Kiko, what do you think the future for Hot Toys looks like? I mean, do you think higher prices, less figures, more exclusive? What do you forecast here?
I am forecasting that people will be bitter. People will be upset. There will be lots of tears. And no one in the collection community is going to be happy ever, because that's the way it's been forever. So nothing's going to change there. So let's talk about the product offerings, if we may.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to believe that we'll continue to see upgrades and advancements in technologies and quality. I think that goes without saying. I mean, you go back and look at the DX11, quite an upgrade from then to now. I mean, you can objectively say, wow, leaps and bounds better. Look at the Loki head sculpts that have just been upgraded over the years. And I mean, those are only a couple years. I mean, I'm excited to see like what they are doing. So not just with Hot Toys, but just all 6-scale collecting in general, I'm looking forward to the advancements that they make. If we can somehow get some things that make them premium, we talked about that last week, give us some more premium offerings, that'll be exciting. But unfortunately, I do expect that prices are going to go up, because prices go up with everything. So we're going to need to be selective in that. What I hope there is going to be is that, maybe I'm just putting this into the existence, I want timed pre-order windows. That's it. If you can say, hey, we are going to be doing a 30-day batch, and if you get it in, great, there you go. I don't see like where the harm is in that. You gauge interest, you build hype, but also if you're not serious about getting it, you'll get it on the next round then. And if you don't have the money for it, then there's the payment plan option. I mean, it's to be able to put something up for pre-order on a time window is not asking a lot from the consumer. It asks you to make a commitment with a 10% deposit or whatever, and then you set it and forget it and move on. That helps the consumer, it helps the producer, helps everybody, I feel. So, and then it helps build that exclusivity. But I also would like to see some more actual exclusive numbered editions, to where because I like to have, as I say, some of the things I like to have or that other people don't. Not the fact that I'm trying to be nasty about that, but I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I want people's collections to look different from each other. I want you to walk in and say, oh, I know Kevin has this piece. I know Will has this piece. I know, hey, Eric has this. Fred's got this. Not that, you can't have what other people have. I think you talked about it in a great YouTube video about value collecting and things like that. They're not here to make you happy, essentially. They're here to make money. Now, if we can find ways to make ourselves happy through all of this, that's going to be the true, holy grail, essentially, of collecting, is how do we make ourselves happy and the businesses happy? And then everyone lives in this giant collecting utopia. So all that to say is be prepared for change. Be prepared for a lot of the same bullshit, unfortunately. But hopefully it'll be a much better product and offering and healthy state of collecting. I think we should want that. I don't think we want to have a collecting to where people, I can't deal with this anymore, I'm out. I want to build some lifelong collectors, honestly. I want to be able to, when we're 50 years old, be like, hey, you want to come on down? I hope you don't sound like that at 50. Let's say you're 80. You be like, hey, you want to come on down to Maryland and check out my Maja cases? I'll be like, yeah, it'd be fantastic. Hey, what do you got in there? And you're like, well, this is my Winwoo. There's only 300 of them. I would love to be able to chat.
Still don't have my in-art Pennywise.
Yeah. He's like, well, they said it's shipping next week. We'll see. I was like, hey, man.
Next week, I'm 85.
Yeah. So all that to say, that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know why I went country with my accent, but I did.
I mean, you kind of live in the country.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I live in country music world.
I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. I'm a little bit both, dude. So it's all good, bro. But I went to Nashville once, and I'm a little bit country now. So that's that's all it took was one time. So, and when I come to visit Dean in Texas, I'll be full country at that point. So,
dude, just come to Oxcon, dude. Everyone's coming.
Well, dude, Danny Lee, the sweet angel he is, was telling me about it. So the problem, Dean, is I'm going to Florida around that time, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I can do. But I do want to. But Dean, what do you? You're the weatherman of Hot Toys right now. What do you project for Hot Toys collecting? What is the forecast?
I'm the weatherman? I don't know that.
You're fucking you're a beautiful weatherman with a great time.
Honestly, price is gonna go up. 100%. There's just no two ways about it. And they've shown us some improvements in technology, right? We have USB powered things now instead of 100 battery compartments on an Iron Man, right? You just plug it in. Real leather jackets. Indiana Jones, Wolverine. There's one other one with genuine leather. Which those things will make price go up. But I mean, we've seen those things over the past like year or two on like, pre-orders, but then some pre-orders don't get those things. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why? You're like taking a step back. You took 2 steps forward and 8 steps backwards on this release. So I don't know. I don't, other than getting more expensive, I don't see it changing. I think we're going to get some releases that are fucking bangers and others that are just funding the rest of it, funding the bangers, it's a weird, I mean, I guess with InArt in the picture, like Kiko said, we've gotten, Hot Toys to kind of step up their game and go back and revisit some stuff that, they've improved. So maybe we'll see more of that, more competition, right? Third party has stepped up. We're getting third party with genuine leather. That who's making that Joel from Last of Us with like real wood grain gun.
Dude, that was Toys R Us, I think, but
genuine
from the
leather
HBO show,
yeah, at reasonable price points. So quality and technology getting better slowly but surely, but it's definitely going to get more expensive. I think it's going to feel more expensive than what we're getting, but
when I'm wondering, so it's easy to pinpoint this on any one person in particular, but did InArt open that door? Was that, because the quality that we got, that we showed that we were willing to pay for really high quality, Hot Toys now is like, well, we're going to charge fucking $500 for this Joker. We're not selling that thing for $300 or $350, right? I mean, the Hong Kong price is like $425, but Sideshow is probably going to be like $500. So
yeah, but like even with the Anakin, it's like people are paying $500 for Anakin on the aftermarket. I want some of that cheddar cheese.
Well, dude, honestly,
well, we can't just sell it for $500, so we're gonna have to root the hair.
Well, dude, honestly, Dean, what Hot Toys is charging for Anakin, they could charge more and people would pay it since it's exclusive. Like if they're going to charge, I think it's probably going to be like $425 on Sideshow, something like that, $425, $430. So
yeah, the shipping and tax
they could,
almost $500.
Yeah, but they could charge, like Pop Collectibles is selling them now and people are buying it for $600. So I mean, Hot Toys knows that they could probably sell this for more. So so you may see more of that too, Dean. Maybe with these artisan editions, maybe you see them very limited like this, but the prices are going to be higher, not just because it's higher quality, but because it's more limited too. So that could be something you see.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't get to the point where it's like, I'll never own that figure. Like, what's the point of me even trying to get it in terms of like exclusives?
Right.
As long as you have like the Winwu is a perfect example. You have the base figure, and then you have one that's a little harder to get. It's like, that's perfect. Keep that going for the people that want to chase that. But for some people that just want, the figure on their shelf, like I don't need the exclusive.
Well, I think that's what Hot Toys did well here with the Joker. Like if you want you can get the sculpted one and it looks
exactly. And Art's doing the same thing. Hey, we have the rooted or we have the regular.
Yeah.
It's like, I think their regulars are still very expensive, and you don't have that security of Sideshow, right? You got to trust somebody that's going to send you the figure.
If that were to change, if InArt gets Sideshow
that were to
distribution,
change, dude, that would be fucking.
If InArt gets Sideshow distribution, we're going to have a real interesting debate on our hands.
I don't think they would.
I think they might.
That's direct.
I know they've met with Sideshow. I have heard that. I've heard they've met with Sideshow. So
that feels like a conflict of interest.
I mean,
because it's like Hot Toys can't sell to anybody but them.
But if InArt gets the worldwide license somehow, and then they're selling well, because I do think InArts are generally selling well. Like Hot Toys would be like, or Sideshow would be like, well, why are we losing money on that? Like they're selling somewhere. Why not with us? Like, so regardless of whether Hot Toys exists or not, InArt will sell to the right audience. So it's a matter of why not.
Yeah, collectors just want their shit.
Right. And
Yeah.
Sideshow, you know, they don't play around, bro. I've always heard good things about Sideshow working with them. Like they're real serious. They get shit done. They're good to work with. Like they, you know, I think people, that's the dream, to be distributed by Sideshow, honestly. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Be
guys,
interesting time.
it is. Thank
Let
you
your
so
geek
much.
side show.
Pretty much, bro. That's how the videos go.